What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Chef G's Kitchen. Today on the menu, I got white rice, red beans, and carne frita. I got the ingredients in the back ready to go. Start cooking. All right, first thing we're gonna do is wash and season our meat. For this recipe, I'm using stew meat, boneless. All right, now let's go ahead and season the meat. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of sofrito. Add some adobo, some garlic powder, some onion powder, black pepper, soy sauce, some sazon. All right, now let's go ahead and mix it all in. All right, once the meat is seasoned, go ahead and put it in the fridge and let it marinate for 1 hour. All right, now that the meat is off seasoning, let's go ahead and get started on our white rice. All right, to my caldero, I'm gonna add 3 cups of water. Go ahead and heat your burner to medium heat. For me, that's gonna be a 6 out of 10. To my water, I'm gonna add a few pinches of salt. All right, once your water has began to simmer, go ahead and add your rice. I'm adding 2 cups of washed extra long grain rice. I'm also gonna add a splash of oil. I'll go ahead and mix everything in. Alright, so now we're going to let the rice cook uncovered for about 5 minutes or until the water is fully absorbed. Alright, once the water has fully absorbed, go ahead and drop your heat to the lowest setting. For me, that's going to be a 1 out of 10. Then you're going to put your lid on top and you're going to let it cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. Alright, now that the rice is off cooking, let's get started on our red beans. Alright, so I'm going to heat my burner to medium heat, which is going to be a 6 out of 10, and I'm going to drizzle olive oil in there. I'm going to add a tablespoon of sofrito. Alright, now I'm going to add my beans. I'm just going to add a little bit of water to this. Alright, now let's go ahead and season the beans. Alright, lastly, I'm going to add a tablespoon of honey. Now go ahead and mix that all in. Once your beans have been seasoned, go ahead and put the lid on it and then let it sit for about 10 minutes. Now that the beans are off cooking, I'm going to set up the deep fryer so we can go ahead and fry our meat. The meat has been marinating in the refrigerator for about 1 hour. Now that the oil is hot in the deep fryer, I'm going to go ahead and fry the meat. Before I put the meat in the fryer, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of cornstarch just to give the meat a little extra crispiness. And these are going to cook for about 3 to 5 minutes. Go ahead and hit it with some lime juice. Alright, so the rice, the beans, and the carne frita are finished. So, let's go and plate. Alright, there you have it. White rice, red beans, carne frito with a lime and a roll on the side. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. Yo, that carne frita. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen today. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to follow. I'll see you next time.